this is gonna make... Hey, you! I have a problem. I'm supposed to meet up for duty, but they can't find my uniform. I'm sorry, but who are you? Hey, you there! Oh.
Thank you. Huh?
What are you doing?
Look, it's just a precaution.
I've been personally invited by the Royal Highness Omar Al-Ghazali. I should have claimed the name Zayn Kazim.
Sir,
I understand.
But you can't
You can't
enter
enter
without being
being
searched.
searched.
It's
It's
standard procedure.
This is ridiculous.
Well, that's how it is. Think about it and come back if you want. I'll be waiting upstairs in the reception. Understood.
Christmas.
Revelaba nada más la cédula o la licencia. Que tiene como un corrito nada más. No, igual está bonita. Chévere, déjame ver cómo hacemos para ver si la mandamos.
Sí, las otras no eran así. Yo estaba buscando la otra más barato que no eran. Esta era la única que la tenía así, que tú la puedes entrar. Sí.
We've got some noisy air conditioning.
Where the hell did he go?
Hungry?
Yikes! Oh no! Oh. Please! I need!
if you could help.
That is, the Royal Highness somewhere else is always private penthouse.
Correct.
I heard rumors he has some gas.
Yes.
Look, I'll just have the one drink. I'm sure if I leave down there, one of the technicians can come and find me. I want to share my good. I never met him.
He's wounded! Get back to his last zone! From the dump!
I might just retire from the house.
My dear, but it's okay.
All right.
Hey, how are you?
How are you?
Oh.
If someone touches those people, it'll ruin the experience.
Hey! Breaking light.
I read
Watch where you're going.
Someone's been hurt. Looks really bad. I'm gonna see if I can help. Hey, I need help. Someone please help me.
Do me a favor.
Have it secured. Anyone! I need some...
$7.03 is all you need number of viewers who over $65 worth of CDs. This will show up step-by-step within these transactions in store, and I'm utilizing the CVS app to show you exactly what products to grab and what coupons to get. Our first transaction, we're grabbing 3 Crest products priced at $3.99 each. To buy 3, get 5 extra bucks. I'm taking a toothbrush, grabbing this Crest 3D White toothpaste. Clipping this 5 off 3, and I'm also clipping this 2 off 10 by total. After the coupons is $4.97. That's $4.97. Now receive these 5 extra bucks for my next transaction. Now with these 5 extra bucks, I'm grabbing 2 packs of cigarettes. Priced at $8.29, they're buy one, get 50% off. And I'm clipping this 5 off 2 and this 2 ones to the is not so 50% for these 5 extra bucks I just received. $2.20 to get those 4 extra bucks for my next transaction. With these 4 extra bucks, I'm taking 2 Gillette homies priced at $3.49 each. They're buy one, get 50% off. Buy 2, receive 4 extra bucks. After my 4 extra bucks, I'll be left to pay these 4 extra bucks that I just received. I'm taking 2 Renee for teas priced at 2 for 8. Buy 2, get 3 extra bucks. I'll keep this 3 out and this one off. Buy 2, get 4 minus $4. These 4 extra bucks that I just received. It's a total of 0 and check out $0 for 3 times. See those 3 extra bucks for my next transaction. Now, with these 3 extra bucks, I'm going to grab a clearance item. This tag, clean boost, priced at $5.99. This one off. Buy my total after the coupon and after those 3 extra bucks, I'll have to pay 29 cents after you weeks the cost of 2 so that works out to be 39 each. This 4 off, you have this 2 off, and this 25% off. Now those coupons do vary by account, but if you have them, you'll pay 62 cents for both of these bottles. So here's how it went. I managed to score over $65 worth of products for only $7.71 pre-tax. Now if you guys want to continue seeing deals like this, all you have to do is hit that button. Again, $7 out.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. What?
Where is he? Anyone got a visual?
We lost him. Long gone.
All right. There's a hard-ass criminal out there. We need to apprehend him.
Let's leave the area and don't panic. I need some help here. Can I get some backup?
Haven't turned up.
Come on, you copy? We've got multiple bodies. Looks like a definite. My side.
Watch out! Come on, copy.
There he is! I see the...
Command, I have nothing to report from my current location. Over.
We need some help here. Please get some help.
Oh God. Oh, this is awkward.
I need backup.
Nasty.
Help! Jesus!
Can anyone please help me? Oh no!
Where? I lost sight of suspect. Anyone see it? Negative.
Hey!
Still dying.
Help me! Something's bad. Do something about it.
Thanks for your cooperation.
Dead people everywhere. Over there.
There he is! I see him! Don't let him get away!
Oh my God.
Ow! Take him down! Move it! Flush that punk out! Son of a bitch! He's firing at us! Please help me! Please help me!
I got it.
Nothing here, man. Copy, command. Still looking. No sign of the firm. How the hell did he manage that? Hey, need some backup over here.
Oh, shit, let's go.
Hey, there are explosions. Be careful. With your help, you're gonna nail me back. Down. I need help.
Is it nearly done?
Are you kidding me? No.
It needs to simmer to perfection. It must not be disturbed. You speed it up.
clear.
Proceeding to next sector.
Shit! Bloody hell!
Actions, Alpha 1 Actual. Area is clear. Please advise. Over. Man, you read me.
Y entre familia nada más juntitos ahí comemos, reímos.
Sí, ya la vi bien ahí. Ah, puedes meter ahí arribita como lo metiste.
For the Federal Reserve played out in the Senate yesterday, but the morning started with Donald Trump himself on CNBC commenting in an interview with Joe Kernan, extensively around that show, but he has to talk about oil prices. Let's go ahead and roll this clip, C1.
And they said, wow, that's going to be bad. I said, yeah, it's going to hurt the and whatever it is. Happening. I told them 47 years other presidents wanted to do it and never had the guts.
Okay, so that'll hit a lot of Americans. I'm sure it is callous at best, but interestingly, Donald Trump himself has been agitating for the Fed to cut rates for a long time, but now he promised Americans he was going to bring down inflation. He was going to be the anti-Biden, and now with prices going up. His pick for Fed chair was in front of the Senate yesterday, and obviously Trump trying to squeeze in his Fed chair is an effort to get the rates cut. The war in Iran completely changes the calculus on whether or not that's a good idea. So Elizabeth Warren, this is Kevin Warren, the situation surrounding Bush too closely.
Other than if he said yes to this.
Yeah, well.
Actually, never mind. We don't need to know anything else about it. He said yes to this job under these circumstances and conditions. We don't need to know anything else.
I mean, he's like a fellow at the Stanford grad school. He's a pretty, to me at least, he seems like he's a pretty conventional Republican pick for the Fed.
Except for the fact that he said yes to this.
Well, there's I was trying to play that. He was a member of the Board of Governors over the Reserve System from 2006 until 2011.
Okay.
He was the president to the G20 and their commissary to the emerging countries in Asia. So he's had all kinds of these like official titles.
Someone said limit. All right, I'm impressed.
He was a special assistant to the president for econ policy in the Bush administration. So 2002.
That went fine.
And then he was doing M&A at Morgan Stanley, and then vice president and executive director over at Morgan Stanley as well.
How the Bush administration economic policy? That was good. That was fine, right?
Everything was great.
That was good. Okay, good.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, Donald Trump is a fan of the work of the Bush administration. So he was obviously getting Trump started this investigation into corruption at the Fed over this massive this massive renovation that's going on next to the White House. Actually, I was there that day. He toured the Fed renovation with Howell and Tim Scott. Yeah, it was a new media pool. Yeah, there's like 8 of us in this station, and Powell are standing next to each other. Tim Scott's third wheeling, and you could cut the tension with a knife. It was deeply uncomfortable. And at the time, I asked Trump, well, why don't you just, if you're saying that all of these interest rates are hurting American families so badly, and you're threatening to fire him at one point, why not just do it now? And Trump said, well, I don't think it's come to that. This was playing out. Democrats are having a field day with this, of course, as you can imagine, yesterday. So let's go ahead and roll Elizabeth Warren laying into Kevin Warsh, C2.
Trump has made clear that he does not want an independent Fed. In fact, he has said, and I quote, anybody that disagrees with me will never be Fed chairman. And he's made clear that you are his sock puppet, saying last week that interest rates will drop, quote, when Kevin gets in. Yeah, I think they do. Not when economic conditions change, we'll get lower rates. Not when the economy needs it. Nope. He said, when my guy, Kevin Warsh, is in there, we'll get the interest rates that I, Donald Trump, wants. So independence takes courage. Let's check out your independence and your courage. We'll start easy. Mr. Warsh, did Donald Trump lose the 2020 election?
We try to keep politics, if I'm confirmed, out of the federal.
I'm just asking a factual question. I need to know, you need to measure your independence and your courage.
Senator, I believe that this body certified that election many years ago.
That's not the question I'm asking. I'm asking, did Donald Trump lose in 2020?
And I'm suggesting you would twice defend your huge inflation problem, and you certified the election.
So let me ask you,
parliamentary policy.
In our meeting, we have $100 billion in undisclosed assets. Now, what I'm asking is, are any of those with this outfit that invests in companies affiliated with President Trump or his family, companies that have facilitated money laundering, Chinese-controlled companies, financing vehicles set up by Jeffrey Epstein? It's a yes or no question.
Senator, I've worked tirelessly with the ethics officials at the Office of Government Ethics. I'm doing ethics agreement with you. Can't have a state senator to sell all of the financial assets, including billion assets, to tell us
if you have investments, for example, in vehicles set up to advance Jeffrey Epstein. Is that what you're telling us? You just won't tell us?
Senator, what I'm telling you is that those assets that you represent as Juggernaut will be sold if I'm confirmed before I take office and sign the oath of office.
So that was a pretty representative flavor of how the hearing went yesterday. Now, CNN on that $100 million in assets reports among the key questions yesterday, but why Warsh failed to disclose any details about more than $100 million in assets. Warsh declined several times to say what those assets were, naming only the private funds in which they were held. He also said that he would follow government ethics guidelines and convert his assets into something, quote, vanilla, resembling cash. Wait! After his confirmation. What do you think, Greg?
Seems okay, right?
Seems okay. It's probably ridiculous.
Yeah, you should disclose it. I'm missing something, because that seems okay if he actually going to sell it down.
The question is to why.
Maybe the fear would be like he's not going to disclose it. He's going to promise to sell it, and he doesn't sell it.
And then doesn't disclose that he doesn't sell it.
But he's worth $100 million.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're cheap. Oh, that $100 million? Don't worry about it. Well,
can somebody please? Hey, what are you doing?
So true. Here's Senator Smith laying into Kevin Warsh as well.
Wow!
So, do you agree with that abusing the economy that is roaring like never roaring before?
Let me clarify 2 things. One, there's a difference between the change in prices and inflation. The change in prices happen in a market economy. When inflation moves up, that's because the Fed has. Now, on the state of the economy, I would say broad contours of the economy are improving. The potential of the economy and results of the economy are improving. But I think it can improve over the years ahead. I think the economy's potential is strengthening.
So, the reality is that the economic data, understand when you're listening about economic data being not imperfect. That's what in 2025. And so that looks to me like not a
Anyone! I need some help!
And finally, take a look at this line of questioning from Senator Raphael Warnock, Democrat inclusion.
Conservative Stanford University over to a side if Professor Walshworth would stop integrating into the American economy today for the average minimum pay, what grade would you cite?
Senator, it's good to meet with you in your office. Modern academic institutions, they give everybody A's, so it's not a fair comparison. Especially at elite universities, I know everyone gets perfect grades.
Well, what grade would you give the economy?
Well, if I gave a student anything other than an A, the dean would summon me to his office and his self-image.
Well, the Americans that I've talked to, particularly in the state of Georgia, had the benefit of attending some of these elite institutions, are trying to make their lives work. They're sitting around their kitchen tables trying to figure out how to put their kids through school. And regardless of how the markets are doing, consumer confidence is at a record low. So that's their grade on the economy.
So actually, consumer confidence at a record low across the board, Republicans, Democrats, that happened before the war in Iran, Brian, which is a reflection on a very different presidency, or how Americans are interpreting this presidency very differently than they were the first Trump presidency. And I wonder, I mean, the question of where the rates should go now that Trump is saying, oh, it's fine that oil and gas prices will be up. Everyone should have done this. They wanted to do this war. Nobody had the courage to do it until I did it. Is it now a very, very different question than it was even before?
Yes. Sending in a Trump hack to the Fed right after he blows up the economy, it's just such sad timing for us as people. Because...
Well, you're a lower the rates guy, aren't you?
In general,
yeah.
But if you have runaway inflation, like, I think, I had read a lot about inflation in the 70s and the 80s and the political implications that it had and how hard it was on families. Experiencing it yourself, I think, is different. And I think that's probably true for, everybody out there. Like, we haven't had significant inflation since the 80s, right? We had it's a rare case of a long stretch of pretty stable prices. And then with COVID...
not like sudden inflation.
You boom, all of a sudden, like, stuff is like going crazy. And it's continuing to climb. Like, it's not climbing like it was in 21 and 22, but it's still getting worse. And now what Trump has done is he's thrown in, fertilizer prices going through the roof, food shortages. We're going to have, a lot of countries are going to have food rationing. We will ration it by just making it, out of reach for a lot of people. But prices of food are going to go way up. Prices of all goods that require energy, which is all goods, are going to go up. And cost of heating your home, cooling your home, putting gas in the car, going to go way up. Meanwhile, we're building out all of these AI data centers that are also driving up prices.
Which we're going to get through in just a
I'm a low interest rate person in a normal world, but if you have runaway prices, inflation is, eats away at people's, ability to make it from week to week. And if you keep rates low in that environment, in some ways, you help the situation because you can reduce housing prices, maybe reduce rent, but you drive up the price of everything else. And both low interest rates kind of juice assets, right, which is housing prices. They reduce in mortgage rates, so the price goes up, but they become more affordable. It's complicated, but then the price of everything else goes up. So there are occasions where you do actually need higher interest rates to get inflation under control. I think it would be nice to have somebody who was like thinking about these things seriously. And I don't think that's what Trump wants. Trump wants somebody who's just going to lower rates as much as possible into the election.
And we should mention Republican Senator Tom Tillis, who is retiring, used his time during yesterday's hearing to say he wants Trump to drop the Fed investigation, and then he will vote to confirm Warsh. And that could be real for the administration going forward. Tillis has been a thorn in their side on this issue for many months now. So if possible, this investigation into Powell, which, let's just say, I mean, the renovation obviously looks lavish. I really don't think there's a question about that, but that it raises to the level of anything other than, or that this is anything other than warfare, is a little bit absurd.
Also, I don't care. The Fed literally prints money. Spends $1 billion and build themselves a nice building.
It's MMT in a building. they believe in MMT now.
If they're using tax dollars, that's one thing. They're not. Like, they're just giving it to DC contractors. A lot of things to get upset about in this world. That one, I've never been upset about the Fed pretty much building something a nice office.
And if
you're a money printer, you could build yourself a nice office.
Now, Warsh probably found a lot more sympathy with Republican senators when he was talking yesterday about mission creep at the Fed, wanting to end mission creep at the Fed. Obviously, there was a lot of, I think there's truth to some of the allegations that the Fed under Powell has been dabbling in cultural politics over the last decade, though a lot of that has since gone away, is my understanding. So he probably did what he needed with most Republican senators. Tillis seems to like it. He's just holding up the vote over whether or not the investigation stays open, goes away. Futures, as of right now, have risen after the ceasefire extension, but midterms coming up in just a number of months. So Donald Trump gets into office promising to decrease inflation. Now all of these down ballot Republicans, Trump's not on the ballot obviously in November, are going to have to face them soon.
Hey, if you like that video, hit the like button or leave a comment below. It really helps get the show to more.
If you'd like to get the full show free and in your inbox every morning, you can sign up at breakingpoints.com.
That's right. Get the full show, help support the future of independent media at breakingpoints.com.
Let's talk about data centers. We've got to talk about data centers. Always should be talking about data centers, which are rocking many places in the country. Local politics, rocking all kinds of different. I mean, let's just put this all up on the screen. This is D1. This is a tear sheet from the Free Press, which had a wonderful piece of reporting. We got to give credit where it's due.
Yeah.
A wonderful piece of reporting into what happens when, the headline is, what happens when a data center comes to town. This is about a rural Ohio county where there's this 800-acre data center being planned that would produce, get this right, the massive total of 50 permanent jobs. It's like typical.
That's all of these too, yeah.
Yeah, of course. Typical where they'll have about, I think it's like 1,200 construction jobs for the first phase and at least 50 permanent jobs. Once construction is complete, it will generate hundreds of thousands of dollars in greatly needed tax revenue. And one local man said he hasn't seen this. He's the county commissioner of the Free Press. He hasn't seen this sort of local investment in my lifetime. It is a very poor county. But the piece reports not all the neighbors feel that way. After announcing plans for the data center in January, dozens crowded into the local courthouse. They're wondering how much water the data center will use. Will their power bills go up? What about the noise? We played a video last week on the show about someone recording just from their back deck the noise from a nearby data center. Absolutely insane. According to Google's own assessments, the Free Press reports each individual data center consumes anywhere from 10,000 to 1 billion gallons of water, but the reality is that we really don't know what those numbers will look like for Franklin Furnace. So this is a Google data center. It would involve a 75% tax abatement, and they're again looking for 800 acres of land right by the river. You can see how this would get on people's bad side very quickly. Just in Wisconsin recently, it was Whitefish Bay. There was a referendum where voters came in and rejected. It was one of the first big referendums in the country where some local voters rejecting future data centers in a big vote. Breaking Points have been covering this for a long time. Dave Weigel has been covering this at Senate before. But, we can the screen here in New York Times. This is going to be D3. New York Times territory. China is driven by AI. Rising on Wall Street is going to manage but not rapidly in some of the white-collar sectors as well. Let's move to D4. These are just two headlines from yesterday. AI. Meta to start capturing employee mouse movements, keystrokes for AI training data. So, big data centers going up all over the country, job cuts even on Wall Street, mouse tracking to train AI at Meta. Everybody's happy. Everyone's loving it.
And so if you're in this rural area where they want to take 800 acres to install water guzzling, energy guzzling, data center, tax rates can do it for a couple of bucks, for a couple jobs.
And tax revenue.
What on earth? And maybe some tax. Okay, so I was going to
hopefully some tax revenue.
What on earth would be the argument for doing that? The best argument, I guess, would be yes, tax revenue. You get, and you put that into schools. Okay, so that, if you actually believe that was then okay, that's at least an argument for it. But I would say like that this is the place where the public has their leverage to strike some sort of grand bargain with AI, where it's like, okay, you want this and you need this from us. What if we do? Pitch us on how AI is going to bring us a better world.
Hey, I need some help here.
Hey,
don't knock people out.
I don't need all those off the 12-year-old, isn't it?
Or to prosecute wars in the Middle East, which is the other thing.
That's not it either. Like, what is the society that you're going to create that is better than the one we have now in order for us to agree to do this with you?
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't do it without the land that people control.
Mm-hmm.
So that's and so there is this big movement that is fighting back against these data centers. And it really does seem to be the only thing that humanity has against the agreement with these robots.
It's one of the things I love about the story is that it focuses on the history of this particular place in Appalachia, Ohio, and how they have had the rug pulled out from under them during the last the last century of industrialization, where you have these plants that are chemical plants, so Coke Energy at one point. What the plant makes up material called coke for steel production, but a decade ago the plant was mined by the EPA for violating the Clean Air Act. As McDavid claims, the story, residue from the plant still rains down on the houses and cars in the neighborhoods nearby, over and over again. Now you get economic opportunity. Rug is pulled out from under you because the opportunity goes away. The jobs go overseas. I think there was a printing business in this area as well at one point. The story is fantastic. And then you get people who open plants like the SunCoke one, and it has like just dirt raining down on you, and you're promised over and over again, this is going to be a great investment. This is exactly what the community needs. And now they're asking for it again with something that's not even tangible. Right? It's one thing when you're like, okay, we are making this. We are making that. I can see it. I get it. Right now, you have, 35% of the S&P 500 is these Mag 7 companies. It feels like a total bubble. And nobody even, other than people who are, using...
Propped up by golf money.
Propped up by golf money. That's another good point. And there was a study that came out, a horrifying study that came out the other day, where it showed... I'm actually just going to pull it up because it's worth mentioning. This is from a Google DeepMind researcher. It's called the extraction fallacy, why AI can simulate but not instantiate consciousness. Oh, wait, that's the wrong study. That's another good study. But there's a study that came out the other day that a huge proportion of LLM use is actually personal, something like 60%. It's not work-based, so people are using AI for...
Just doing a bit of a classic Hitman. Just strolling in my suit, hanging around with my complete mental finger strength. He would make an incredible alderman if if Agent 47 did bouldering or rock climbing in the spare time, he would be not. So there's a helicopter, but it's not a rooster. Not yet. The helicopter down here. Just want to head down this ladder. Cheeky little slide down. Looks cool. Nice and quick and efficient. But on the floor just here is the king helicopter key, and that will allow you to escape. There are multiple ways here. That's the easiest way to do it without getting spotted. Like I say, it's just a short video. If you found it helpful, please like, subscribe. If you didn't find it helpful, then why the hell have you stuck around to the end? You know, I appreciate it, but why? Hey, see you next time. Goodbye.
What did that person do to deserve a smack to the head like that?
Failure. System failure. System failure. System failure.
I thought about what... Huh?
has some original reporting for us this morning. Ryan, take it away.
This is an interesting one. All right, so on April, the State Department celebrated a new set of arrests, issuing a statement headlined, Secretary Rubio revokes green cards of foreign nationals with ties to Iranian terror regime, announcing that, quote, the niece and grandniece of deceased Islamic Revolutionary Guard Major General Qasem Soleimani were arrested by federal agents. So the two women are Haja Soleimani offshore, who's 37, and Iran, Serena Hussein Husseini, who's 25. They were legal permanent residents with green cards living in Los Angeles and a lot of the rest of the population. Identification papers and other personal documents, including wills and other records, and we can reveal that no, these women have no connection to Qasem Soleimani whatsoever. It is entirely a case of mistaken identity, sparked by right-wing activist Laura Loomer and also some fans of the Shah. So birth certificates from Iran, collected by the family, lay out a documented family tree spanning multiple generations with no connection to Soleimani or even to relatives of the late general. So at Dropside News, my colleague Murtaza Hussain and I also reviewed other personal identifying documents, including passports, family photographs, and work documentation from both Iran and the U.S. that strongly contradict the allegations that the two women were connected to the late Iranian commander, or that they were living lavishly from any connection to the Iranian government. I spoke to both women yesterday from their South Texas ICE detention facility, which is privately run by the Geo Group, and they remain shocked at the situation they find themselves in. Hamada, she told me, had actually previously been imprisoned by the Iranian government for protesting. When she got to the United States, I think she told me that she was most looking forward to was being able to freely speak her mind. Serena told me that yes, her mother is highly opinionated, but what they are not.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna go make that money, right?
Yes, no, señor.
Yeah, you're gonna make that money, right? That's good, yeah. That's good. You're gonna go make that money, yeah. UPS is a great place to work at, yeah. I'm telling you. Yeah, go make that money, yo. Go get there early. Get the thing early, yo. Nah, yo, you shouldn't quit, yo. $44 an hour, guys. 41. Nah, I just needed to get with my back, you know? Like, you're bothering me, man. Like, preload, Tuesday to Saturday. It says 4 to 9, but she was telling me, yo, they be doing like 5 to 9 only, like 5 to 8 and shit.
But they had an interview for you?
No, you just like regular, yo. Like you did it, you just signed up and that's it. Yo. Like,
crazy.
It's like close.
I wish you would run back over there.
I mean, it's easy, yo. What you mean, yo? Like I had an interview today and tomorrow, but it was in the city. I didn't feel like going over there. I didn't feel like taking the train, yo.
You didn't even go, right?
Nah, I didn't go today, and I canceled tomorrow. It was supposed to do the same shit I was doing when I was in Health Plus, going to people's houses, getting their documents, enrolling them, and all that shit.
I mean, that's stupid. I
know, and then they wanted me to use my own car, yo. I'm like, I'm desperate, but I'm not that desperate. But I'm like, I'd rather just go to UPS. Yo. I still gotta go get another job, you know. It's not just UPS. I'll just go get something else.
So you got 2 jobs?
Yeah. Like, I want something easy. Yo. I'm trying to look for something easy, like I'd be a line cook or something. Like I could learn how to cook or some shit like that. So, like I'm trying to do different things right now. Man. Like I'm not trying to do the office shit. What am I gonna learn in an office? Nothing.
Yeah.
Like, you don't learn nothing, man. So at least, man, I could learn how to cook at least. You know?
They happy now you got a job?
Yeah, my father was at least, and then, oh, that's it. You didn't work 3 hours. I'm like, what you want? It's a job, you know? Like, I finally, now I just gotta go get something else, but I don't gotta be desperate now. It's like when
you're not gonna get something else.
Nah, I could, bro. They got other shit, but I don't gotta be like. I still got UPS.
It sounds good to get another job, but you're gonna be so beat from UPS. It's not gonna want to get.
Nah, and I want to work out too. It's gonna be my workout. You know, I'm gonna go before and after. Like, I'm gonna get in shape, yo. I can't be fat, yo. Nah, I'm being serious, man. Yo, you know I be paying for hookers, right?
Yeah.
And then I can't be fat, yo. I don't feel good no more. I was gonna go fuck this girl for $100 yesterday, big ass tit Dominican. But then I felt bad, yo. I don't feel good because I don't got a job, yo. You know, and I haven't been playing PS5 because I don't got a job. But since now I've been on PS5 and late. I'm back, baby. I couldn't be on that cheap shit like broke, man. I hate it. Like, it's dumb, yo. No, but
you begging for money?
No, I never ask anybody for money. My nephew be asking me for money, but I don't got money like that. Like I only got $100 bills, yo. I don't got $1 bills for him, you know. So. I gotta make that little $21 an hour.
Yeah.
So I got chump change. Nah, yo, I think I'm gonna go back to eBay, like, but I don't know, man. I'm gonna do different stuff. No, but I'm saying, look at you in UPS. At least it's stable, right?
Yeah.
I know you hate it. I hate it too. Don't get me wrong. But it's like you know they're not gonna bother you, right?
Yeah, they always bother me.
Yeah, but the problem is you're not taking that gummy before work. That's the problem.
Man, you start on Monday?
On Monday, I'm gonna be lit.
Yo,
yeah. No. They do the background check. It's all AI now. It's crazy, you know. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, but the one for New York is stupid because of the tax. You gotta do like extra tax forms, and they were asking a lot of stupid questions, yo. Yeah. No, like the dependents, allowance, all this stupid shit. Man. Like in Texas, it's like 2 pages. This, and then boom. Because they use AI now. Yeah, but look, they're starting all of us at 21, you know. Yo, my friend, she said that last week a bunch of girls started and they all quit.
Yeah, that's what they do.
And then this week only like 7 people started. And 2 other people from... Yo, that job I applied for today is no longer there anymore. Like, I looked at it. I looked for it at 6 in the morning when I woke up. It wasn't there, yo. I was depressed. And then my friend, she texted me like around 10 in the morning. She's like, yo, they got some new jobs posted. I went on at 10. I didn't finish that shit till like... No, I went on at 11. I didn't finish it till like 12:30, man.
Why you didn't apply to the supervisor?
Huh?
The supervisor.
What you mean?
Why you didn't apply for the UPS supervisor?
I'm not driving that 40 minutes, yo. It's too much, man. You're stupid, yo. If they put this... Yo, you idiot. Once I'm in there, you know, they're going to do what they did to you. Yo, you want to become a supervisor? Then I could be like, yo, what's up, you know? You're dumb, this guy, yo. You don't think, man.
You're done?
No, I'm not, actually. Hold on, let me think about something.
Because he got phone right now.
Not with my paycheck, but I'll get a job, you idiot. Shut your mouth.
So only $1, guys.
Yeah, so what? It's the same shit you do, you idiot.
Yeah, I just go for extra.
Yeah, $3. Who cares? You can't even buy anything for $3, you idiot. That's nothing.
$3
man.
is nothing.
Yeah, that's pennies. That's stupid.
You
can't even get a Happy Meal with $3, so it don't matter, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, you over here trying to make fun of me because you made like 50 cents more than me. Who cares?
Yo, why don't you be that guy that they hired fired within the week just to say they hired somewhere? They get rid of like all those other kids, all those stuff.
Yo, you know what's the problem? I gotta work, yo.
Yeah, now you got that 30 days, you know, they can just get rid of it.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. Damn, I hope they don't get rid of me.
Why would they get rid of you?
I won't be sad, yo.
I know you.
I'm like, how you get fired from UPS, you know? Like, that's dummies. Only an idiot could get fired from there. Yo. Like, for real, right? Like, you gotta be dumb to get fired from it. You were dumb to get fired and you got hired. That's how dumb they are. It's like you could fail into success. Yo, you heard, like, I didn't tell you, when I was driving, my supervisor that he screamed at me, he got arrested for DUI.
Yeah, you told me.
And then the director got arrested for DUI. And then I found out the other supervisor that was the other on road, he got arrested for DUI. Another one, you know. You know, I'm like, oh, bunch of drunks in that place, man.
I gotta pick this kid up, man.
You know, let me know when we own him, yo. Now that I'm back, yo. Let me know, yo. Later.
Is related to Qasim Soleimani. Now, in order for Soleimani to be Hamida's uncle, based on her last name, he would need to be the brother of Hamida's father. Hamida's father, Ali Soleimani Afshar, was